Right, let's get going. Oh, isn't there a thing that if you pick I like MGS3, you get an Easter egg? I'm gonna just put this on normal. There we go.
After the end of World War II, the world
Well,
was
split in two, east and west.
This marked
Oh
the
my
beginning
god,
of the
I can't read. Fuck that, GM. Fuck that shit. Right in its great big fucking metal ear. All those effects? A Hideo Trojima game.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
I wonder how many people laughed at these HD collections though. Like, oh, you can view it in 60 frames a second and 1080 now. It's just like people on emulators have been doing that for years.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask.
Credits Hideo Kojima just all over
Does
it.
Panty Waste know what he's doing?
Oh, that pissed me off with Metal Gear Solid 5.
Approaching release.
That really pissed me off. At the end of every mission, the fucking credits roll. Ugh.
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
The blur is not as bad in this one. I admit it is Metal Gear Solid 2. That is the worst offender for the blur.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise.
Chief Font Selector Hideo Kojima. Chief Arse Scratcher Hideo Kojima.
6 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
Chief Vending Machine Assistant Hideo Kojima.
130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout bottle.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings.
And fly. God be with you.
Shit! Toilet Chief Hideo Kojima. Executive Director of Dust Particles Hideo Kojima. Directed by Hideo Kojima.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the
Oh,
virtuous...
SFX Hideo Kojima.
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission.
Why is it the cutscenes are so fucking quiet?
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, About 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the
Sokolov, oh my god!
Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov.
Yeah, the fucking film grain. I hate film grain.
On April the 12th,
Chief Director Hideo Kojima. Hideo Kojima.
In history.
Hideo Kojima's ball sack scratcher. Hideo Kojima's right hand.
The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit was the A1, known as the Vostok rocket.
I hate film grain with a fucking passion. It screws up encoding on Twitch streams.
After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story. So why do you want to defect?
It seems
because he's got a monocle.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first, and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent.
Hideo Kojima's mum, presented by Hideo Kojima.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th.
This ain't so bad compared to confetti and snow. Nah, it's just, I don't know why, but they chose this style to do, like, thankfully this is not, all over the cutscenes. It's usually just these film bits. Hideo Kojima birthed himself.
Their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial...
Amoeba of Hideo Kojima, Hideo Kojima.
Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba. And so the
Hideo Kojima came from an egg.
But in order to get
he hatched himself.
Out,
it was a Kojima-ling.
The US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey.
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse.
The Turkey deal was a ruse? God damn it, they must have had a shit Christmas.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
Norman Reedus gave birth to Hideo Kojima.
We had no idea.
Oh dear.
We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side.
Thank you very much, Chinanu, for becoming a new cub. Welcome to the Bear Cave.
Then a month ago, we received some new information.
Too much plot for the first 10 hours of cutscenes. Thankfully, I must say, the cutscenes in this, there are some long ones, but they're nowhere near as bad, and you actually get to play more of the game before they actually happen in Metal Gear Solid 3.
No, missiles.
Kojima and Reedus gave birth to each other at the same
I guess
time.
you're right. We don't know
Oh,
the
they
details
come out
of
of their
the
nipples.
nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
Yes, yes, the Majora's Mask turtle. They're the things that kept wrecking me on when I was playing Majora's Mask a little while ago. They kept killing me.
A place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
Virgin Cliffs.
Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
Oh, I must admit, GM, like, that is the thing. I like Metal Gear Solid 4. I like all the Metal Gear Solids except for 5. And I haven't played the PSP games. But my fucking god, did they go on the cutscenes of Metal Gear Solid 4. The main reason why is because Sony fucked over Kojima. It was like, Kojima wanted to do more.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and
Psycho Mantis eyes.
If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock
But
is ticking.
10 out of 10.
Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be
Ooh,
dropped at that
Fox
point.
right there.
Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes.
Oh, the music in this game
Once
is
it's
so
complete, the
fucking
gunship's arm
cool.
will latch onto the balloon.
Hopefully,
and pull
we
it up.
won't get a fucking skip at the cutscene, at the credits again.
The theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talent?
She's equipped with
Someone
two
shoots the
6-barrel
parachute,
20mm
game
Harpoon
over.
cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home
To
and
get
plans
through
dinner.
this cutscene.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast.
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Game over, man. Game over. Shit, tree, branch, tree, branch, ow, 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 fuck. That was my balls. I don't know, Shenmue. Maybe they wanted to put loads of holes in the parachutes. Maybe they wanted to make high-frequency noises that only dogs can fucking hear. And wanted to confuse all of the dogs in the surrounding area. I don't fucking know. Fucking game logic. I am not Hideo fucking Kojima. He sort of looks like David Hasselhoff in that pose. That's a David Hasselhoff pose right there. Naked here.
You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name
Jiv is like the
will be
fucking
Naked
master
Snake.
with the
I'll be
voices.
referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
What's my real name?
Like
David, you
snakes?
prat.
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I've been to Portsmouth
I'm glad to hear
once.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
what about you, Major?
David
What's that
Hayter
from
playing
you?
David Hayter in a
Let's see.
David Hayter
I'll
game
be-
directed by
I'll be
Hideo
Tom.
Kojima.
Call me Major Tom.
Apparently David Hayter
This will
and
be a sneaking mission.
Hideo
You must
Kojima
not be
did not
seen
get
by the
along
enemy.
very
You
well.
must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great.
Ugh,
Now I
naked.
see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject.
He's
how
not
exactly am I
naked.
supposed to feel
Jack
myself?
was.
You've been issued a knife and tranquilizer
Good
gun.
fucking point
Use
there,
it to hunt
GM.
for food.
Good fucking
You'll
point.
also find
Never
some
thought about
medical
that one
supplies in your
before.
backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
Climb a
Memes.
tree.
Yeah.
Stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your
see.
progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Is there a way I can turn down the sensitivity of this shit? Of the analogs? Ah, shit, no, I can't. You never know, it could do. We could all be Sims in a simulation for all we know. Hey, got it.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To
More
equip a
tutorial
weapon,
dolphin.
It's necessary to take it out of your backpack.
There's so
In
much
the
tutorial
survival viewer,
dolphin.
Choose weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper.
Yes, I already know this. Sorry, I'm getting past this. Blah 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 blah. Sorry, you get taught about CQC that you don't even fucking use. Sorry, we'll be here for like fucking. Honestly, we'll be here for like 40 fucking minutes. Blah blah. Sorry, I'm getting through this. There we go. Right. There is something you can do though. Where's the camouflage? Woodland paint on. You even get a Raiden mask. Uniform. Leaf. Go. There is a way, I believe you can, if you spin them around like this, if you spin them around like this, I think if you go back, you can actually make him puke. Oh, there we go. Fake your own death if you want to. Puke 10 out of 10. So I love this game just for that. Just those silly little things. Duke 10 out of 10. Yeah. See, there is two types of control on this as well. You can have the 3D camera control if you want to, or you can have the original camera, which is a stationary camera, which is a pile of shit with this game. That was one of the things that fucked me up when I first ever played this game, was the stationary camera on this game. I like the fact of having a 3D camera. Oh, if there was a fart. Oh, that would be so fucking cool if there was a fart button on this. I know that this is like 60 frames a second on a PlayStation 3, and by rights it should have been at this point. But the fact that they got more or less this, just in like 30 frames and below, on a PlayStation 2 is crazy. Fucking snappy alligators. Fuck! I woke up the alligator. Wasn't meant to. Yeah, they really did fix them up in the HD collection, Jiv. Like, they fixed up the camera, they fixed up the controls, and it's really fucking good what they did with the HD collection. It's a shame they didn't put as much effort into the Silent Hill collection. The Silent Hill HD collection on PlayStation 3 is appalling. It was broken, so broken on the Xbox 360 that they actually offered refunds. Crocodile Dundee is not impressed. Fuck Crocodile Dundee. I'm gonna make a belt out of these fuckers. Zoom! I know, it was a beta version, and they had an even worse version for Silent Hill 3.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Crocodile Dundee and Mike Tyson, Ultimate Team. Oh, fuck me.
Is already a violation of international law. We can't let the
That would have been
Kremlin find out that
crazy.
the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The uniform option lets
Tutorial Dolphin. Fuck Tutorial Dolphin. Not literally. Stealth? Who the fuck needs stealth?
It's just my imagination.
It was just my imagination. Oh no, I'm dead. And he's down. I don't mind stealth games like this, but stealth games where you can't even move a fucking, like, a pixel without someone seeing it gets on my fucking nerves. Oh, shit, run! Oh, this is great if you can time it right. I don't know if I'll be able to time this right, but it is fucking funny. That cheesy grin. Yes, Uncharted has the worst stealth system. Gameplay-wise, yes, the AI is still a little bit broken, but still, it is pretty cool. That's the only thing that is cool about Metal Gear Solid 5. The rest of it is just solid shite. Not Solid Snake, though. Solid shite.
I hear something.
Get attacked by the wasps, you prick. So they all get chased off by the wasps. Oh, I hate this bridge. I fucking hate this bridge. And not the bees! No! Oh. Be yourself. Shit, the battery's gonna run out on my motion detector. Oh, should I? Should I do a dive? See if I can do it. Whee! That was funny. Snake is dead. Hey Herbals, how you doing? At least we get to see him being chased off by the bees again. Not the bees!
The wooden planks. The wooden planks?
Oh, the planks. Yes, planks and forklifts. I always seem to find them. I can never escape the forklifts and planks. How you doing there, Herples? What's that? A clip. Shit, the batteries. Thank you very much for clipping that, Shemwo. Thank you very much. And here is the clip, guys, if you want to see that. Please share it around. It actually keeps the, like, if the clip gets a certain amount of views, it actually keeps it permanently. A bit tired, Herples. A bit tired. But I've completed Metal Gear Solid 2, and you missed the best fuck-up I think I've ever had on this channel. The credit sequence crashed my PlayStation 3. Oh, Jamin loves getting spanked with those planks. Over and over. Oh, fucking eyeballs, man. Yeah, the 12k credits that crashed my PlayStation 3. It completely killed it. I'm not joking. I had to do a cold reset. Or hard reset, or whichever the fucking one it's called.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump.
Credits kill the console star.
Can't see Sokolov from here.
Pictures came and broke your heart.
There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
I guess in a few years it'll probably be digital killed the physical star. Oh, that'll be horrible. No more physical fucking copies. Oh,
Be holding him in a room
horrible,
in the northeast
horrible
section.
time.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
I know,
Sorry for
Shenmue.
being
I'm
so
not looking forward to that
Is that
day.
all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Oh, I think there's always going to be a physical option, GM. There's always going to be a physical option, no matter what. Like I've said before, I think optical media, the writing's on the wall. But physical media, 100% gone. I don't think that will ever happen. It was no one. Go away.
You must be Sokolov.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think something like the Nintendo Switch is like a look into the future of physical media, if I'm honest with you.
I'm a CIA agent.
I mean, yeah, they're a bit expensive now, but eventually they will become cheaper over time.
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
This is Metal Gear Solid 3, Herples.
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to.
See, this is what I thought was going to happen more in Metal Gear Solid 5. I thought we was going to see more of a relationship between Boss and Zero, and so fucking missed opportunity.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with
I don't know. Probably Metal Gear
Despite
Solid
resistance
4.
and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this
War has changed, and so have my balls. They're down to my ankles. Metal Gear.
812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power.
Yeah, I know, C-Mac. Welcome to the channel. I know Metal Gear Solid 5 was so... such poor... Probably Konami fucking around so much that they screwed up one of their biggest fucking game... Well, what could have been one of the biggest games in one of the biggest franchises.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem.
Look at the mouths when they talk. It's like
Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Honestly, when they talk, it's just like...
America is truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts.
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
I am actually excited about this year's E3. It's gonna be...
Sokolov is
It's gonna be very interesting because I want to see what PlayStation is gonna do now the Pro has started taking over a bit more. I also want to see what the Microsoft will do with the Scorpio, what they're gonna say about that, and I want to see what Nintendo is gonna do at E3. It's just gonna be so interesting. I must admit, Jiv, I do agree with you there. Yeah, well, I'm hoping that with the increased power of the Pro, they'll start showing off a bit more of what it can do. I'm hoping this Scorpio is going to be seriously interesting, and not just, well, you know, your games, they're going to look beefier now. I'm just like, I want to see what more games they are doing with the Scorpio more than anything. And I'm interested to see what the hell Nintendo is going to put out of the bag. And yeah, what is it about games at the moment? The lip syncing is terrible.
Freeze!
I don't think anything can be as bad though at the moment as Mass Effect Andromeda's mouths. They're fucking terrible. And they pout so hard on Mass Effect Andromeda. It's fucking crazy. if they had to say potato petrol prices, then Jesus Christ, their fucking faces would explode on Mass Effect Andromeda.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. Huh. What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
Yeah, Until Dawn was
Sokolov
weird
is
looking
ours.
from the start.
Get out of
Like
here.
if the characters actually
Ocelot
moved
never lets his prey escape.
like a lot, they looked so robotic. Like Until Dawn, I remember when you could shoot the targets with the rifle and he goes, "Ah, snap!" His body looks like it contorts. Horizon Zero Dawn apparently is bad. Yeah. From what I've seen. Best shooter in the world. 10 out of 10. Yeah, the only thing is with like LA Noire is that you could see that they just videoed the people and they just stuck it on these polygon bodies, and it just looked like if they turned their heads in particular ways, it literally looked like their necks were stretching.
Comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Like they stuck video onto like a polygon face and just let it do that, but it was definitely a step in the right direction with LA Noire. Colt Phelps, badge 1247. I just love the fact that he always shouted Cole Phelps, badge 1247 in everyone's face.
GRU operatives!
What is that stance? Huh. That gun.
Huh, that gun.
If you're not the boss, then die.
Hyperrealism.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one!
Yeah, it looked like they just put those captured videos over like a polygon skeleton on the face. It just looks a little bit weird. But I think it was definitely a good step in the right direction. Yeah, best slow motion ever. See, that's the thing, like, because they put this to like 60 frames, I don't think they corrected the animation right with some of this at all. Or they just didn't put in the effort. At least to me, that's what it looks like. Yeah, I know, not like that's the thing. Probably getting a PlayStation 2 game to run everything solid in 60 FPS was really goddamn hard.
But testing a technique you've only heard about.
Let alone the game was never really created for 60 FPS.
Jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
filthy American dog!
You filthy American dog in an American accent.
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Animations, some animations, if they're not corrected, can look a million times worse in 60 FPS. But that's the thing, that's up to the animators and the programmers to get it all running properly in 60 FPS.
Major, do you read me?
Yes,
I read
lawyer,
you.
that Ocelot
Thank you,
guy
alright.
was meant
I've
to
run
be
into a
Russian,
few
and that's the
snags.
same Ocelot
Those
guy,
guys were after
the old
Sokolov, too.
Ocelot in
Apparently they were
Metal
taking
Gear
orders
Solid
from a
2.
GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov.
I pointed that out. I said, you
Something
filthy
between the
American
KGB
dog
and GRU,
in an
between
American
Khrushchev's
accent when he's
supporters
supposed to be
and
Russian.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
I would actually say, but if you guys are going to stick around for Metal Gear Solid 3 and Metal Gear Solid 4, in Metal Gear Solid 4 particularly, it explains it a hell of a lot more better than I can.
You okay? Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The
Yes!
best GRU has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished!
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Look.
Yeah, I kind of felt sorry for anyone that had to do it like with Metal Gear Solid 4 because of the fact that they had so much to explain. They really did. There were so many plot twists and spice as well. That's why I just feel like Metal Gear Solid 5 just didn't need to exist.
Support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo. Is that thing finished?
No.
And
This is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2.
True form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War.
I think it could have been something a lot more awesome. It could have been like the greatest segue to going into like Metal Gear Solid 1 and everything, but man, what a missed opportunity.
I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America.
It made
quickly.
more questions. That was the thing. It made even more questions that just didn't make fucking sense. That's why I always say, like, if you want to play Metal Gear Solid, if you want to play it chronologically, I think basically it should be like 3, 1, 2, then 4. But you're just as good playing it from 1 to 4, you know? Pardon me, not chronologically, story-wise. Sorry. Bridge is a trap. I have played Peace Walker. I didn't like it too much. It's on this HD collection as well, but I just don't like it too much.
Boss?
The crazy thing is as well, Metal Gear Solid 3 was actually meant to be a PlayStation 3 game, but because Sony was delaying and bullshitting so long, like they had to really max out the PlayStation 2 originally.
Comes with me.
Damn cloud textures. Not the bees!
Hornets.
Yes, GM. Perfect description. Be yourself.
My friends.
My
Let us fight
friends.
together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more.
Parakeet.
Welcome back, boss.
Ooh.
Now that all
I was
five of us are together,
it's giving you the bedroom eyes.
it's time we go to the depths of hell itself. It's raining blood. Is he crying?
God, that guy's got a serious case of bloodshot eyes. Be yourself, mustard race.
Kuwabara, Kuwabara.
Remember the Alamo. And how he doesn't fry himself. Shit, what does he look like?
Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Oh, fuck. What was his fucking name?
And to my unit.
It's like Dolph Lundgren's father.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the
Yes,
Soviet
I
Union.
did, Herples. I did actually do it all on this stream, but it was before I started properly archiving my hosts. Before I started properly archiving my
These
streams.
will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you
I'd
talking
say
about?
pissed off is an emotion to bring to battle
Think you
right
can
now.
Pull the trigger.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oh! I know. He really does say in such a posh voice, like, ew, Kuwabara, boy. Remember the Alamo, Pip Pip?
Can't let him live.
Ultra kill.
Khrushchev
Cowabunga,
finds out like this,
cowabunga.
he must die.
He must die.
Wait. He's my
Yes,
Kuwabara,
Kuwabara, quite. Yes. Fiddle the mustache, Pip Pip. I hate twiddling my fucking mustache.
You can't come with us.
Oh! There goes lunch. That looks incredibly awkward. But 10 out of 10. Ah, fuck this shit.
The new blood has been rejected.
Dumbass, 10 out of 10. He's gonna stab Snake with his sewing piece. Yeah. Yeah, the things that come out of his hand are just crochet hooks.
Shagohod is ours.
Yeah, he's got his infinite ammo cheat, Herples. Nothing else matters.
My place is with them now.
You know the guy who does Boundary Break on YouTube? I would love to see him do Boundary Break with this game. So much. Well, he does go on about Meryl's butt a lot, GM, in other Metal Gear Solids, so why not? The boss and a manjaw of doom.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move?
Yeah.
You've got to get those
Medical
wounds treated.
tutorial dolphin.
All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before.
Need you, tutorial dolphin.
You can handle it?
Yeah, paramedic is tutorial dolphin.
The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got
The
to
boss.
get you patched up.
She's STD infected.
Yeah.
First, open the survival viewer with the start button. If you select...
Skip the tutorial.
Are you guys sailors?
I just put everything on. For suffering deep cut bleeding, no bandage applied, not yet disinfected. So, effect. Because you get more supplies later anyway, so you may as well just do it all. Just cut him with a knife. Fuck you. Take it, Herples. Knife. Splint. Do everything.
Girls!
Bone fractured, so we need a splint. And a bandage, there we go. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Fuck this game! Fuck you, tree. That hurt.
Ah, good.
That fucking hurt, tree.
I love my break!
Oh, the bandana.
Oh, yeah.
Good job, Snake.
Good job,
We're coming to get you now.
I
so
see.
Stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
Snake doing his usual sexual practice. The fact that it takes that many choppers to fucking lift the bugger. Ah, come back to me! Fucking hell, how many choppers just to lift that bugger? 5? I know, it's not exactly the most portable thing, is it, Jiv?
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov
That
and
pixelated ear.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Whoa, that mouth animation there. His mouth was really wide open. What are we going to do with the girl?
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear.
This would be some fucked up hentai, GM.
A kiss of death?
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Oh, really? I thought she had something else, but... okay.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow
Defector.
Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Oh, shit. Putin is KGB. biggest dildo on Earth. You want the zoo face textures? And now Snake is officially fried. Or made sterile. See, that could have been a good fucking segue with, like, Metal Gear Solid 5. Like, Snake